Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to the Self-Care Club's Room to Breathe. For those of you who are new here, my name is Shantae, better known as Life Coach 614 on social media, and I am a master certified in self-care and boundaries life coach. Our mission here at the Self-Care Club is to provide a safe space for individuals to embrace their healing journeys. We aim to empower our members to turn their struggles into strength through motivational content, community support, and one-on-one personalized coaching. Our goal is to inspire a culture of self-care and well-being, guiding our community towards a healthier and more balanced life. So, whether you're tuning in on the radio, joining us via the live stream, we're happy to have you here. And if you happen to catch this on the replay, be sure to leave a comment in the chat letting us know where you're from. Before we dive in, let's just go over some basics and set some boundaries for our space. With the support of our amazing admins and moderators in the chat, we're maintaining a peaceful and safe space for sharing, caring, and embracing our individual path to self-care. Your engagement in the conversation, such as tapping the screen, sharing the live, and keeping this chat moving is very important to us. And remember, each and every gift and membership contribution during the live stream directly supports the Self-Care Club LLC, creating a wave of positive change. Your generosity truly drives our mission forward. And for anyone who is seeking any additional information about the Self-Care Club, I encourage you to head over to selfcareclub.org for more details. Again, that's selfcareclub.org. Now, let's commit to making this community a beacon of positive support for everyone. If you are ready to embark on a new self-care adventure with me today, let me see some green hearts in the chat. Thank you, Kale. Welcome in, True Truth. Yes, you are on time, love. Right on time. Let me see those green hearts in the chat. Mr. Awesome, Dopamine, Kale. I see y'all. Tiffany, Michelle. Listen how that rhymes. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. You know what? I appreciate that. Sovereign Mrs., welcome in. So you guys, we are still in our 45-day challenge. And this is a transformation journey over 45 weekdays spanning from July and August. It's about turning our struggle into strength and empowering everyone on their healing journey. So I have activities packed daily and practical tips for us to begin to empower, to help us to boost our self-awareness and to arm us with the tools to tackle life's obstacles head on. The goal of this journey of ours, this challenge of mine or ours that I've set up for us, is to nurture a mindset that is not just resilient, but is downright unstoppable. So by the end of this 45-day challenge, my goal is that we emerge stronger and more capable, ready to take on whatever life throws our way. So our quote for today that I want you guys to add to the chat for me is, "Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward." Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. Yes, Mr. Awesome. Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. So with that being said, today, you guys, we're focusing on progress, right? We're focused on moving forward. We know that there are 2 days we have zero control over. Yesterday, tomorrow. So in this moment today, right now, we're just going to continue to move forward. I'm going to move forward in this moment, knowing that, I have the opportunity to do my best. I have the opportunity to focus on the things that are ahead of me because I know that what's ahead of me is so much greater than the things behind me. Ain't that right, Papa Smurf? Right? What's in front of me is so much brighter than what's behind me. I done seen some dark days. I done got through some tough times, right? But I know that there's so much more ahead of me. And that's where I want to place my focus. Welcome in, Darlene. So I know that that's where I want to place my focus. And I know that that's where I want to move in life, right? And so, progress is the thing that all of us find ourselves at some point in life chasing. And there are many times when we feel like we're just never going to catch it, right? We're like, dag, am I ever going to catch a break? And so that's when, I found myself, chasing this dream, this vision. And I was just like, man, like I could never catch a break. As soon as I would get right there, because I could see it. I had a vision. I could see it, but I couldn't quite touch it. Right? And nothing that I did seemed to get me over that little hump to get to it. So then I started feeling defeated all the time. And that's when I was introduced to this quote. Because I would look at other people around me and, my peers, they would be ahead of me. And I would be like, Dad, like, why are they able to do this? Why are they able to achieve their goals? But like, I'm still missing the mark on mine. Something's falling short on me, right? And so I began to kind of beat myself up, and I took myself down an even darker path. And what I had to learn is that hump that I couldn't get over was me. I was in my way. I kept getting in my own way because I was so busy worried about how fast everyone else was getting there. And then I would get so defeated at how long it was taking me. So then it was taking me even longer, right? Because I just couldn't get out of my own way at the time. And so I was my own speed bump. And as soon as I would get over that, I would keep running my race, y'all. And then next thing you know, here I am getting in my own way again. Here I am back with the limiting beliefs all over again, telling myself, I can't get this done. Everybody else is already up here and I'm still back here, right? And so I just felt like I couldn't do it. And so that's when I was introduced to this quote. It's telling me that your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. Right? So that's why I thought today would be good, because I feel like this is a conversation that is so relatable, right? Like, I feel like each and every one of us have been here before. Show of hands. Have you been your own speed bump? Have you been your own roadblock before? Just kind of, you're trying to compare yourself, or you're trying to keep up with other people, and you feel like, damn, I can't catch a break, right? I can't, like, I see it, but I don't see it anymore. Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, this would be a great topic for us to talk about today, because we're trying to move forward on this journey. Mr. Awesome says, I needed this for real, because this morning I received that I wouldn't be accepted to work at this place. Listen, because that place ain't for you. They ain't ready for you, right? We know that what's for you is for you, and that's the good news and the bad news sometimes. So that's all right. They don't. Listen, you get to go be a blessing in another building. You get to go be a blessing, sir, in another position. You see what I'm saying? You ain't need that job. That job needed you, and they missed out on that opportunity. So don't worry, because we know that God's got a blessing with your name on it. So I'm not even concerned. Right? They set your boundaries. They set their boundaries. They made that clear. And hey, at the end of the day, they're lost, not yours. So you don't internalize any of that, sir. It was something behind those walls that was not for you, and it was blocked with good reason. So don't you worry about that. Welcome back, Rose. Yeah, you need all of this today. Stick around, bro. I got you. So again, y'all, as we go through this, I want y'all to understand that our speed in life, this race that we're running in life, our speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. So I don't care. Slow and steady wins the race, right? And it's funny, because when I say that, we think of the tortoise and the hare. I know y'all all know that story, right? the tortoise and the hare, and the rabbit kept running really fast, and the turtle's just like, nah, I'ma just chill, I'm gonna get to the finish line. Like, y'all gonna be out of breath when y'all get there. Y'all gonna be all tired and sweaty. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna still be looking good. Might take me a little longer, but honey, listen, y'all ain't gonna be able to keep fighting that fight if y'all keep running like that. Slow and steady and never giving up. Consistency. Come on now. So listen, so think about it, y'all. Why are we talking about turtles? Have y'all ever watched a turtle? Right? They move slow unless you get them a little skateboard. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the little skateboarding turtle that be chasing the cat. Funniest thing to me ever, but anyways, I digress. So, turtles, right? They move slow. And so sometimes you're like, are they even moving at all? Like, is this thing moving? Is it alive? Is he okay? You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that, sometimes when you look at the turtle, you're wondering, like, is he even moving at all? But they always get to where they want to go, right? They get to where they're going. And so I think about, if we were turtles, why would we be beating ourselves up knowing that, hey, you know what, I got a plan and I'm taking steps. Even though I'm making slow steps, I'm making slow, calculated steps to get to where I'm going. And so they arrive at their destination in perfect time. Because we always say, not thy will, but the will of God. So that means what's for me is for me when I get it. I don't have to rush it. Because if God has a blessing with my name on it, baby, that's my name. And nobody else can have my name, right? And so why am I in a rush? Why am I in a hurry to get somewhere? Come on, y'all, with the slow and steady wins the race, right? So why do we beat ourselves up if we're not racing ahead at lightning speed? Like, why are we tearing ourselves down and not running the race at our own pace? A comfortable pace, right? Many of us are running this race, tiring ourselves out. We haven't trained for this kind of race, right? We new to this. We haven't trained for it. Our bodies aren't prepared for it. Our minds aren't prepared for it. Hell, some of us are running so fast to get to a goal, and that goal hasn't even fully formed. Some of us are racing to things that are not even fully developed and evolved for us yet. It's not even ready for us yet. So then we get there and then we're disappointed because it ain't what we expected, because we ain't supposed to be here yet. Right? So the first thing that we have to understand, you guys, let's get one thing straight. We are doing our best. And that is something that we have to keep reminding ourselves on a daily basis. We have to say, I am doing my best, and that is enough. Say it with me, y'all. I am doing my best, and that is enough. I am doing my best, and that is enough. Because we live in a world where we are constantly being bombarded by everyone else's highlight reels. We go to social media and we get instant replays of everybody else winning. We go on social media, we see the cars, we see the houses, we see the money. What up, MK? Right? Everybody has a highlight reel showing their successes. So now I'm feeling some sort of way because I'm not there yet. But you know what? I have to just tell myself, and I have to remind myself and be true with myself. I'm doing my best. Now, some of us need to ask ourselves, are we doing our best? Because some of us are still out here with dead faith. We got, these little hopes and dreams, but we don't got no action. So make sure y'all have, the action that goes with it, right? But again, once I know that I'm putting my best foot forward and I'm giving it all that I got, then I have to really, truly remind myself that I am doing my best, and that is enough. And so, when social media tries to break me down and social media tries to make me feel that I'm not doing my best, I have to say, you know what? I'm going to get there. Because what's for me is for me. And it'll still be for me when I get there. So, yeah, right in this moment, I might feel like I'm lagging behind. But here's the secret. Everyone's journey is different, right? And so I don't have to worry about trying to keep up with the Joneses. I don't have to worry about what's happening over there because we've already established that the grass is greener where you water it. So I don't have to worry about the astroturf in the neighborhood. I don't got to worry about the evergreen yard across the street. I just need to continue to water my grass. I just need to continue to pour into me and live the life that God gave me instead of envying the life that He's given others. And so in Philippians 4:13, it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Just saying. That was written for me. Now, I mean, I guess if y'all believers and y'all pick up the good book, it pertains to y'all too, right? But I'm just saying, it didn't say that I can do all things in Christ, through Christ who strengthens you. No, it says through me. That's an affirmation. I can. Y'all know our affirmations. I can, I am, I will. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so remember that it's His strength that carries us forward. It's His strength, not ours. And so even when we are feeling slow or when we are feeling stuck, we really have to start to understand that the universe's power is still at work. And it is at work within us. And so what that is telling us, where that motivation comes from when we say like, not thy will, but the will of God. Honey, if this is the blessing that God has for me, whether I want it or not, I'm getting this. Right? I might take the scenic route to get it. But if that's what He has for me, it's for me. And so I need to get into my mind and I need to be able to fully understand that, you know what? I'm going to just rely on Christ's strength to move forward. Thank you. Right? I rely on Christ's strength to move forward. Because I've already accepted that it's not my will. It's the will of God. I understand that I'm operating and functioning through His strength. So I already know I got this. So what am I stressing out for? What am I worried about other people for? Thank you, Mr. T. What am I worried about other people for? So if we imagine ourselves running a marathon, you wouldn't look at the person next to you and think, dang, they faster than me. I may as well just stop. Right? Nah, we running this race and there's people passing us up. I'm not concerned about how fast they going. I need to focus on what I'm doing. Right? This is my race to run. So what it might be theirs too, honey, this is my race to run. And if my blessing lies as to being the first, second, or third person through that finish line, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to focus on my own pace. I'm running my own race at my own pace. I'm running my own race at my own pace. And so it's like, you know, climbing a mountain. Some people sprint up the trail quickly, record time, boom, because that's what they wanted to do. But there are also some people who take their time because they want to pause and they want to enjoy the view. They want to get a few, you know, pics for the gram. Because them is the people that we see on social media, right? When we see them at the top of the mountain. You know how many other people are already up top at that mountain? They didn't have to document theirs. They don't really care. Some people just want to share their experience, right? But again, we have to understand that there's plenty of paths there. Just like in world, when we look at the streets, if you pull up a map, right? A map anywhere, there are plenty of paths that you can take. Not all of those paths are for you, but you can take them. So we've got to understand that each and every one of us have a very unique path ahead of us. Each of us have, you know, options and opportunities ahead of us, but it doesn't mean we have to run around the city trying to hit every single street. It's not for us. If you have a place in your mind where you're trying to go and y'all trying to get from point A to point B and you done printed out a map to get you from point A to point B, y'all know it's going to be a lot of stops between A and B. But if your focus is to get to point B, why are you on Avenue F? Why are you strolling, M lane? No, take your tail from A to B. Right? Focus on your goals. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. If it ain't a detour to get you there, honey, don't worry about it. Stay focused and stay true to you and what you're doing. Rich Risings, welcome in, Miss Gloria. So again, thinking about the mountain climbers. Like I said, some people sprint up that trail real quick and they get to the top. You see other people who are pausing and enjoying the view, living in the moment, right? Living in the moment. But at the end of the day, both reach the summit. So when we think about our journey in life, self-care and everything beyond, right? We have to understand that every single one of our journeys are unique to us. And, every single thing we do in life is unique to us. Some people go to college straight out of high school and in 4 years they've got their, bachelor's degree. Some of us are still working on our bachelor's degree 40 years later. Doesn't matter. This is my unique path. And I'm not going to dim my light or tear myself down because I took the scenic route. I decided to stop and have kids and raise a family and, spend some time healing, or I had to go through some things, right? This is for me. This is my course, right? Life isn't a one size fits all. Hell, life ain't even a one size fits most. It is custom tailored to you. And so it's important that each and every one of us embrace our unique path at our own unique pace if our point is the purpose, right? If we have a goal in mind and we're trying to reach this purpose space that is designated and marked off and waiting for us, no one else has access to that, right? That room that he has gone before us to prepare, then nobody have access to that but me. That's my space. So I'm going to embrace my unique path and pace. And I know that we all have days where we feel like we're wading through a sea of molasses, right? We just feel like we can't seem to do anything right. We're moving at the pace of the sloth, right? Yeah, come on now. Ruffman said, I am custom made and not everyone can fit me. Listen, right? And so, when we think about swimming through a sea of molasses, y'all know how hard that would be. Y'all know how that current of molasses will just hold us back and slow us down. Now, baby, I ain't say it's impossible because I'm possible, honey, and I'm going to get through it. It's just going to take me some time, right? I will not give up. Welcome in, Miss Portia. I'm not going to quit. But, whether it's, me not finishing a project, whether I didn't, in Mr. Awesome's case today, whether I didn't get that job that I had applied for, and I'm still out here seeking a better position, higher pay, whatever it is, right? I have to remind myself that, it's okay. It's okay, because that faith of the mustard seed, that walking by faith and not by sight, has me understanding that there's something better. There's something different. There's something more out there for me. And so I'm just going to remind myself, thank you, Miss Portia. I'm just going to remind myself that, hey, you know what? It's cool. It's okay. I don't have to have everything that I want, right? Because I'm sure my brother wanted that job. Otherwise, why would he apply for it and go for this interview, right? So I'm sure it's something that he wanted. However, it wasn't lined up for him in that capacity. And so it's important for us to understand that I'm still going to have what I need, right? Because the universe is still going to give me what I need to hold me over until the next thing that I want aligns with what he wants for me, right? And so on these days where we feel like we're just moving slow or we can't seem to just catch a break, we have to just pause and tell ourselves, you know what, it's okay. I'm not going to stop walking. I'm gonna keep moving forward because I know that every single step that I take counts. So even if I am crawling, I might be scooting on my butt like the babies do, honey. You know what? Sometimes my way down the hill is just laying down and rolling. I'm gonna just keep on rolling, right? By any means necessary. But I know that every single step, no matter how small it is, counts. So whether I'm crawling, whether I'm rolling down the hill, you know what I mean? Just sitting on my butt scooting. I know that that is getting me one step closer, one step forward. And so I am proud of every single step that I take. Every tiny baby step that I take in my life is one step closer to my dream. And I know that, you know, I'm gonna get there when I'm supposed to, right? When we say we in between our blessings, I got endless blessings. Some of them are just still cultivating. Some of them are still manifesting, right? And so I'm just giving my blessings and my opportunity time to bloom. And I'm gonna enjoy the view as I'm getting there, right? So again, I am proud of every step I take. No matter how big, no matter how small. And you know what? Sometimes I've stumbled, and like I said, I done rolled down the mountaintop. But the beauty of it is, once I finally stopped rolling and hitting every tumbleweed that came across my path, y'all, I got up. And I'm not gonna stop there, right? I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna keep going. Thanks, Perk. I'm gonna keep going, you know, because I done fell, right, Unique Queen? I done fell down, but you know what? I'm about to get back up. Cause, honey, when I stopped rolling, I was facing upward. Yeah, my butt hurt. Yeah, my body ached. But there had to be a blessing in the fact that when I stopped rolling, my eyes were still pointed to the sky. So I'm just going ahead and get up. I'm just going, get up, do it again. You know how we do, y'all. We fall, we trip, we fall. The first thing we do, we look around. Y'all saw that? Okay, cool. Ain't nobody see that. I was blessed today, honey. Ain't nobody see that one. Because y'all know some days people had a camera out and they seen it all. On them days, listen, I'm going to be cool with it too. Somebody them recorded it. Y'all go ahead and send me that. One day I'm going to laugh at it. I don't see it to be funny right now, but one day I'm going to laugh at this. One day I'm going to be able to look back and be like, yeah, back in 2022, I was a trending meme on social media, but look at me now, right? Because when I fell down, I didn't stay down. I got back up. So y'all go on and send me that. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. I'm okay, right? The knife knocks me down. I'm okay. I can get back up again because I know how to do that. So every single step I take, no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter whether it was unintentional, I ain't even mean to fall down that hill, but I'm going to go ahead and take another step, and I'm going to be proud of myself for doing it. And so, you know, when we think about progress, sometimes progress is just surviving the day. Because, honey, life be lifing. And so when I look at yesterday for me, I began my day feeling a bit defeated because I had a plan. And y'all know my plan is to show up every day, fill my cup, fill y'all's cup, and get out there and handle my business for the day. So when my order of operations gets a little messed up, the math don't math, right? Y'all know to please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If y'all don't follow the formula, the math don't math. You're going to get a number, but it ain't going to be the right number. And so yesterday, my order of operations was off. Therefore, my entire day yesterday was off. From the moment that I woke up and realized that somebody had messed up my order of operations, I became so focused on the order being messed up that I didn't just reorganize and recalculate. So yesterday, my day was crap, right? Mentally, this is how I felt. My day was crap, y'all. And so how am I going to say this? I became so focused on what happened in the morning that threw everything off for the day that I didn't recalculate how I could salvage my day. And so yesterday was like a day of defeat for me. Because, sometimes I vibrate a little low too. And so rather than doing what I could, yesterday I spent a little too much time harping on the things that I couldn't do. Yeah, but I forgive myself because, missing the mark sometimes is part of the human experience. And then I also had to step back and realize that what was put on me to do yesterday was bigger than me. And so I could have still showed up. I could have still did what I wanted to do. But God told me to do something different yesterday. And I don't argue with my daddy, but sometimes I pout a little bit. And so yesterday I spent too much time pouting. I did what he told me to do. I didn't like it when I was doing it. But I did what he told me to do. Because I dare not argue with my father. I don't know about y'all, but that's disrespectful. And if y'all argue with your daddy, I don't know who raised you. I'm going to just say it. But again, so, yesterday, my progress came from surviving the day, right? And so I had to give myself permission to move at my own speed yesterday. And when I woke up this morning more refreshed not because I had great sleep, right? Not because I went to bed early, because I did none of those things. But I woke up this morning feeling refreshed and renewed because I did what was put on me to do. And my reward for that was, the universe saying, okay, let me cut her a little bit of slack. Let me push this baby back to her regularly scheduled program. We done all been watching a show on TV and they come in. We interrupt with this announcement. It was just getting good. And sometimes they'll take you back and they'll finish it. But sometimes you have missed the whole thing. Right? This announcement has come in and disrupted every single thing that you was doing. And we don't care about nothing that they saying. They could be like, the world is coming to an end. I just want to know, did they get married? Does she have the baby? I done missed the message that the world is coming to an end. The walkers is at your door. I done missed it. I just wanted to know if they got back together. Because I was in my toxic TV moment. So anyways, I woke up today, y'all, and I felt more refreshed, more renewed, and honestly at peace with what, all of the events that transpired yesterday and how this week had been going for me. And so I was able to just be like, hey, you know what? Okay, I see you, God. I see I got my message now. See, I was too busy waiting in the mess, but now I got the message. Now I understand. And so, sometimes we have to realize that the progress comes from simply surviving the day, getting through the day, right? I at this point, I don't even know what the goal yesterday was. But the reward, the outcome of yesterday is that I survived, that I'm still here, that I'm still standing, and I made it. So the lesson in that for me yesterday, the message in my mess from yesterday is, I give myself permission to move at my own speed. I don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. I don't have to worry about what people are going to think when they log in and they can't find me. What they going to think? Coach is prioritizing her self-care today. Or they're going to think that she's got something else that has to come first. She'll be back, right? So we all have to give ourselves permission to move at our own pace. And, some days, for some of us, that's just getting out of bed. For some of y'all's progress is just pushing the button and logging in with me in the morning. That's okay. If that's all you got the energy to do, that is fine. Right? We're going to celebrate all that. This is a judgment-free zone. You still walking around in the same clothes you had on Wednesday? That's cool. Can you hit your hot spots at least? Baby, can you brush your teeth today for me? It's cool. Sometimes a shower just ain't in the cards. Hit your hot spots, right? So my mama used to say, just range off at least. That's a blessing right there. Range off. So again, those times when we tend to feel stuck, like when we're stuck in quicksand, right? Even when those moments when you're still feeling stuck, there's still some sort of movement. There's some type of movement happening. And the thing is, if you can sit here today and think about the times you felt stuck in the quicksand or stuck in the mud, right? You got to understand that you're not there now. You're here reflecting on when you were there. So even in that moment, when you felt like you were not moving, and in that moment, you felt like there was nowhere to go and you didn't know how you were going to get out, remind yourself that that moment has passed and you are here right now, which means you are an overcomer. Yeah, wipe it out and come on. Wrench around and wrench it off. Listen, y'all doing the most today, because y'all know all them quotes was in my head, and I was like, let me stay focused. Let me try to stay on task, y'all, for I be triggering y'all, because y'all be like, my mama said. Yeah, listen, our mama done told us a lot of things, y'all, and that's what helps us get out of bed sometimes. At least just wrench it off. Get up. Look like something, right? They tell us, get up, get on up out of here and look like something. I don't know what something is. Trash is something, mama. That's what I feel like. But she be like, nah, get up, look like something. Put yourself together. First you don't succeed, dust it off and try again, right? Mr. Awesome says, overcoming is the goal. Absolutely. Overcoming is always the goal. Progress over perfection, right? So again, even in those moments where we felt like we were sinking, even in those moments where we felt like we were not making any progress, just remind yourself that all it takes is the faith of a mustard seed, and we know how tiny that is. So even if I'm stuck in this quicksand, honey, 1 millimeter is progress, right? 1 millimeter is one step closer to getting to where I need to be. So I'm going to trust this process of my journey. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm going to trust my journey. I'm going to move at my own pace. I get there when I get there. Don't worry about when I get there. If you happen to already be there, then hell, just send some prayers up that I get there. Don't worry about it. Give it to God. God got me. I got faith. I got faith and I got fight. That's all I need. Faith and fight. And I ain't going to fight the faith. Because that would be absurd, right? That would be crazy. So again, I trust the process. I trust my journey. And I know that I'm able to get there. I got faith. I got fight. That's what I need. In that exact order. Because without faith, it don't matter how hard you fight. And if you put the fight in front of the faith, well, then you're spinning your wheels. So keep it in order. You got to have faith. You got to have that fight. That's how you don't have dead faith, right? Because if you got faith and you ain't got no fight in you, faith without work is dead. You ain't going nowhere. Keep hope alive, child. Keep hope alive. But I'm going to go ahead and fight this good fight. Because I got the faith that God got me. Right? It's everything. Mr. Awesome says that fuels us. That's that high quality grade of motivation and inspiration, right? So Isaiah 40:31 says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. So trusting in God gives us the strength to keep moving forward, even when it's tough. My hope in the Lord renews my strength. Right? Like that's an affirmation, y'all. My hope in the Lord renews my strength. Me believing that God got me renews my strength. Now I can't give up because God got me. Or I can't. Even if I wanted to, I cannot. So now my strength is renewed. So because I have that faith, now I'm able to fight because I know I'm okay. He's got me. Right? And so as I continue to navigate through life and knowing that life is filled with ups and downs, right? And I know that progress is not always linear. It is not going to be a straight shot. I'm going to have some detours. I'm going to have some hills and mountains to climb. I'm going to have some bridges that have burnt down and I'm going to have to walk around. I might have to swim across a few lakes and seas, right? I might take 2 steps forward and get knocked back a step or 2. But that's normal. And I'm patient with my progress. Right? I'm patient with my progress. And so each and every one of us are about the hustle. But sometimes the best thing that we can do is just take a break. Take a pause. Spend some time reflecting on, okay, what's not going right? If things don't seem to be according to plan, what's not going right? What's happening here? What am I doing? Why am I doing it again? Okay, I understand why I'm doing it. And I got the faith. And I got faith and I believe that I can do it. And I can see me doing it. And yes, I got to get across this sea. And I can see me swimming. I can see me getting across this, right? I can see it all. And so I got the faith. I'm ready to fight. I've taken a breath. I've minded my breath, right? I've been minding my mental while I've been contemplating on what to do next. And even though I don't know what's in that sea, and I'm just gonna pray, God, you got me, right? So I ain't finna get bit by a shark. Cause the last time I swam across the sea, I almost got bit by a shark. Right? But God, I ain't gonna question you. You got me. Okay, God got me. Cool. So now I've reloaded, and I've got this newfound strength about me. I got my head up high. I've armed myself. I remember last time, the only reason why I almost drowned and that shark almost got me when I went across the sea the last time was because I was carrying too much on my back. It was too much for me to carry. So as I'm standing here, and I'm learning this lesson, God, like, okay, remember the last time you tried to cross the sea and you tried to take everybody with you and they went for you and they almost drug you down. Remember all that stuff you was carrying, like all that toxic stuff from your past that you had in your bag that I told you that's gonna sink this ship, right? You can't carry that. You don't need that. Like, you're at your maximum capacity. Why do you keep packing stuff in your bag? In fact, I packed your bag for you. So I didn't even understand why you put anything else in it. Did you not trust the fact that I packed the bag for you? So I packed the bag for you, and then you like, but hold on, God, I need my cell phone. God said, I ain't put your cell phone in your bag for you because you don't need it. You better go in the water. What you need your cell phone for? If you just go with what I gave you, it's a new cell phone on the other side waiting for you. See, I'm trying to get you to kind of shed some of this old skin and some of these old situations and some of this toxic energy. What up, Lynn? Hey, Roy. There's a lot of toxic things that we keep carrying with us as if those things deserve the blessing that we're headed towards. They do not. Our past is our past. We need to let that go. So I can now see me getting across in record time because, honey, before I jump in that water, I'm going to take a few things off, right? Because I need to be able to move. I don't want to be held down. I know that there's something better over there, so I'm going to just shed some of this, and I'm going to figure it out when I get to the other side. I just want to get to the other side. Exactly. AT says, very similar to when Jesus told the disciples they didn't need bags or swords. You don't need none of that. Let it go. Right? So again, sometimes the best thing that we can do is just take a little pause, take a little break, and reflect on What didn't work out the last time? What got me here? Because I know what got me here won't get me there. Because I barely made it here. Right? I barely made it here. So I want to make sure that I'm perfecting my next step to get there. And I'm not going to waste any time thinking twice about the things that I left behind. Right? Because if they're for me, they'll make it to the other side too. Someone will push them in and they will wash up on shore over there, and I'll find them again if they're for me. Right? So, while we're on this journey, we're running this race, right? We have to be sure to honor our need for rest and recovery, because that's how we renew ourselves. That's how we process what just happened. That is how we process what needs to happen. That is when we remind ourselves and affirm to ourselves, I still got somewhere to be. I still got something to do. Yeah, today was rough. Didn't quite make it as far as I thought I would, but I'm okay. I'm here. I'm going to have another opportunity. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be stronger. And I'm going to get it. Right? So we have to honor our need for rest and recovery. That's when I'll be talking about prioritizing our self-care. Spending time, pouring back into ourselves, refilling our own cups up. I got a little bit more for y'all. Just a little bit more. Couple more words, y'all. So in Psalms 23:3, it says, He restores my soul, and He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. He restores my soul. He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. Allow yourself space to rest and be restored. Trust that God is guiding you on the right path. Knowing that He's going to restore our soul, He's going to give us the direction to go. Your focus needs to be on being obedient, listening to where He is guiding us, right? Don't worry about what He's telling me. This is an A and B conversation, right? This is between me and my God. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't be ear hustling. Don't be trying to overhear what somebody else is doing. Listen, why don't you spend time, you communicate with Him, right? You talk to Him. Don't worry about where I'm going. You better ask yourself where you going. When I'm sitting and doing nothing, or when I'm off prioritizing my self-care, honey, that's because I'm trying to recalibrate. I done got off track. My anxiety has told me that, you need to focus. Girl, you need to get it together, because you got somewhere you're supposed to be. You over here hanging out with toxic Tyrone, and you trying to help everybody, knowing that you coming up on this sea that you got to cross again. You can't take everybody with you, because some people ain't meant to get across here. They'll get there, but they supposed to take a plane. You supposed to swim. So let me get back into this. Let me focus. Let me bring myself back to the here and the now, understanding that, hey, this about me right now. This is the focus on me. Welcome in, Eliana. This part is for me. And so I have to trust the process. Trust, right? And know that God is going to restore my soul. So what? I've had a lot of trials, but they're going to turn into some tribulations. I done had a lot of mess. I'm starting to see the message. I done felt a lot of pain, but it's building me up and it's making me stronger, so I'm finna turn all that into some power to keep moving forward, right? I'm finna have a hell of a testimony. Y'all just don't know. But I'm a work in progress, and I'm going to keep on working, right? I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to keep on going, right? Renew, rest, recover, recalibrate. Got to get like Alexa on, y'all. Recalculating. Siri screaming at y'all, recalculating. Pause, y'all. See what she's trying to tell you. Listen to what God is trying to tell you. If y'all cell phone immediately started blaring something to y'all to tell y'all to stop doing something, y'all immediate like, oh, what did that say? What did that alert say? What did that message say? Meanwhile, God over here like, y'all, baby, that ain't baby. Y'all too busy trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. Stop and pause and listen to the message that the universe is trying to deliver to you. So then maybe you can understand what your purpose is. Maybe you can understand why things ain't going your way. You don't have to sit around talking about woe is me, because the universe done already said, well, I done already told you why. But you simply won't do what I'm guiding you to do. You will not trust my process because you claim to got your own process. You got your little degree and you know everything now. So I'm going to go ahead and let you do it. You like that free will. Enjoy. I like the guidance. I like the discipline. I'm going to be obedient. KV, I see you. I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm finna keep moving. Right, Tasha? I'm finna keep moving. So again, imagine planting a seed. You water it, you give it sunlight, and then you wait. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you wait. You don't dig it up every day checking for its growth. You trust that below that dirt, there's some life happening, right? You trust the process. Our growth as human beings works the same way. You must plant the seed of excellence. You must plant the seed of determination. You must plant these seeds. So I woke up and I decided I want to do this. I planted those seeds. Now that goal is inside of me. Those seeds have been planted. I don't need to tear myself up to see if I'm growing on the inside. I need to trust the process, that these seeds that I'm planting, that this positive knowledge that, I'm getting by, reading these books, listening to these podcasts, going to therapy, getting coaching. I have to trust that all of these seeds that I have planted, right? Reading my Bible, getting more in tune, tapping in, spending time grounding exercises, trusting that, right? I have to trust the process that those seeds that I have planted are growing into something. And I cannot tell y'all exactly when things are going to bloom. But I've got to trust the process that there is some growth taking place. That there are some roots deep within that are going to grow and they're going to flourish. So I'm going to trust this process. And I'm going to make sure that the seeds that I'm planting, they come from, they come from a good background. They come from a good source, right? I don't want to waste my time planting seeds that are duds. I don't want to waste my time planting toxic seeds. So I can't sit in toxic spaces because the growth there's still growth and there's still progress that happens there, but that's not the pace that I'm looking for, right? I've already learned that I can still get to where I'm going by hanging out with toxic people. It's just not going to feel very good. It's not going to feel as good as it can. And I don't want to block my blessings. So I'm going to make sure that I'm planting seeds of positivity. And I'm going to just keep telling myself that there's growth happening and that life is lifing, but I'm growing through all of these things that I'm going through and that I got this. I'm going to remind myself that I got this. Yeah, come on, AT. Toxic vines choke out good plants. Exactly. So, there's still growth that's taking place, but that's not the growth that I want for me. It's not what I want, right? So, again, I'm going to remind myself and I'm going to say to myself that I nurture my growth. And I nurture my growth with patience and care. I nurture my growth with patience and care. So, as we start to wrap up, y'all, here's the messy truth about it. Life is not a straight line. It is a squiggly, looping, unpredictable path. And that's okay. As long as you are moving forward, even a little bit, you are making progress. Forward is forward no matter the pace. Y'all say it with me. Forward is forward no matter the pace. Forward is forward no matter the pace. And I make sure I'm thinking of this right. I believe it's Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3 says, y'all don't get me if I'm wrong, okay? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. That's Proverbs 3, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Submit to him and he will make your path straight. So even though we go through life and there are these squiggly lines, there's these hills and loops and oh my gosh, right? If we just trust our faith and knowing that what's over there at the end of that is mine, we trust the process, then we know, you know what? God got me. And I see them loops and I see all them twists and turns, but if I just keep my faith here, all of a sudden that line seems straight to me. Thank you, Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Thank you. So again, we just got to trust in God's plan, in the plan that God has for us, right? Trust in God's plan for you and keep moving forward with faith. And, you know, a very easy affirmation to keep us on task is just to simply say, I trust the Lord to guide my steps. I trust the Lord to guide my steps. And with every little step that I take, I'm going to celebrate my small victories. I'm going to celebrate every inch of progress, every step I take, because I know that I'm on my way. And I need for you guys to understand that every single small victory you make, every inch of progress you make, and every single tiny step that you take, right? You are on your way. And that's what counts. So I encourage each and every one of you to keep going. In case nobody else has told you here lately, you got this. You've got this. We've got this, right? We on these individual journeys together. We've got this. He's got us, right? So the least we can do is show up for us, right? We got this. So again, your speed does not matter because forward is forward. And so as we wrap up today's session, I invite you guys to share any questions or reflections that you have from today's experience. Your thoughts, opinions, questions, comments are absolutely valuable to me. By us sharing our insights and, you know, keeping these conversations going like this, it allows us to enhance these sessions, ensuring that we're meeting the needs of everyone here in the community. So again, I invite you guys to please just take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts about the session today. You know, what resonated with you guys the most today? Yeah, True says like Dory in Finding Nemo. Baby, just keep swimming. MK, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you guys to life. MK said, what you do is amazing. Every word. Thank you. That's what obedience sounds like, MK. Because my hard-headed tail was like, I'm about to prepare to others. Then I had to remember you cried yesterday having to prepare to others. Now, I'm sending you off to get back to the program, and now you want to prepare to others? Get up. Get on up out of that bed. Right? True Truth says the formula. Renew, rest, recover, recalibrate. Absolutely. Absolutely. And y'all, there were so many affirmations. For those of you who are really into the affirmations, there were so many that we factored into today. I did not put them all in the end or group them. I ran the affirmations all the way throughout. So we did have plenty of affirmations today. I'm doing my best, and that is enough. I rely on Christ's strength to move forward. I am running my own race at my own pace. I embrace my unique path and pace. I am proud of every step that I take. I give myself permission to move at my own speed. I trust the process and my journey. My hope in the Lord renews my strength. I am patient with my progress. I honor my need for rest and recovery. God restores my soul and He guides me. I nurture my growth with patience and care. Forward is forward no matter the pace. And I trust the Lord to guide my steps. So, I was giving y'all affirmations, as we were going through. Right, Mr. T? Slow and steady wins the race. Y'all sprinkled in some extra ones, too. So, again, don't think that y'all got out of here without them affirmations today. And then today we had to bring, a little extra in. So I had to affirm y'all with that good old word. I tell y'all, take what you need, leave the rest for somebody else. But I thank you guys all for being active participants during our, live recording today. I honestly just want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to your personal growth. I want to remind each and every one of you that you are worthy of greatness and that you have the power to create this life that you envision. Keep running the race. I know that every single day is not easy. I know that there are other people who just make it look effortless, right? They make it look so easy. But I just want to remind you that what's for you is for you, and there's no one who can stop that. So even if you've got to take the scenic route, even if there are some detours, some roadblocks, just make sure that you're not what's getting in your way. We talked about that at the very beginning of the month, and I told you guys that you were far too smart to be the only thing standing in your way. So get over it. You're like, it's hard to get over. Get over it. That's impossible. Remember, you're possible. Right? You are worthy, and you are deserving of all that God has for you. So don't question it. What He has for you, you deserve. So thank you guys for being here. Your presence, as well as your gifts, are truly a blessing to me. I appreciate each and every one of you and all of your contributions throughout the live stream. All of the support that you guys provide during these live streams directly benefit the Self-Care Club, LLC, which fosters positive change. Your generosity fuels this mission and is why we are able to keep coming back each day to do what we do. If anyone would like information, if anyone would like more information about the Self-Care Club, you want to tap into some of our free resources, or if you wish to book a personalized one-on-one coaching session with me, I want you to head over to selfcareclub.org. Spend some time over there. Every single thing that you need for your self-care is there. For those of you who may have come in late or have been in and out because you're multitasking, hey, no judgment here. Just head over to YouTube, search for the @ symbol, Life Coach 614, click subscribe, turn the bell on so you get your notification, and you can watch the replay. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day on purpose. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Spend time loving on yourselves. Prioritize your self-care. And I will see you guys back on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go be great. Go be amazing. All right. Bye, guys.